All right, today we're laying out a clear map for a high-paying, future-proof career in tech. I'm talking about the Cisco certification roadmap. We're going to break down every single step from total beginner all the way to expert. So let's start the quest. So are you searching for that next big move in your career? You know, something that isn't just a job, but a real, stable, and high-paying path forward. A career with some serious respect? Well, if that sounds like you, you've landed in exactly the right spot. But why Cisco? I mean, what makes this path so powerful? It's simple, really. Just look at this. Nearly every major company network on the planet is built on Cisco gear. We're talking about the very backbone of the internet. It's not just some big company. It's the fundamental tech that powers our digital lives. And when you master it, well, you become pretty darn indispensable. So you'll hear me talk about this as a quest. And there's a good reason for that. This isn't just about studying for a test. It's an adventure. And believe me, it comes with some serious rewards. Think of it like a game. It's a clear path where every level you beat unlocks new skills and bigger, better opportunities. And that Cisco certification, that's your call to adventure. It is so much more than just a piece of paper. It's a credential that's respected all over the world because it proves you have real, hands-on skills. It's what gets your foot in the door for those high-paying jobs, gives you that amazing job security, and really sets you on a path for long-term growth in your career. Okay, so every great quest has to start somewhere, right? And in the world of Cisco, that starting point, that first critical step, is the CCNA. This is ground zero. It's the essential first milestone on your journey. So, what is the CCNA? It stands for Cisco Certified Network Associate. And honestly, it's probably the single most recognized networking certification on the entire planet. No exaggeration. If you want to be a network engineer, this is it. This is where you begin. It's like the universal language that all networking pros speak. And look at the sheer amount of stuff you'll learn. This isn't just about one little thing. You're going to master the fundamentals of how networks even work, get deep into IP addressing, routing, and switching. And on top of that, you'll cover wireless, security essentials, and even get your feet wet with automation. It's the whole shebang, the complete foundation you need to build a career on. All right, so once you've built that solid CCNA foundation, this is where the quest gets really fun. It basically becomes a choose-your-own-adventure. Now you get to specialize. You get to become a true pro in the specific area that really gets you excited. First up, and probably the most popular path, is the CCNP Enterprise track. This is for you if you love the idea of designing and running the massive, complex networks that power big companies. You'll get into some seriously advanced routing, network design, and even modern tech like SD-WAN, which is just a fancy way of saying you'll learn how companies use the cloud to make their networks run smarter and faster. But maybe building isn't your thing. Maybe you'd rather be on the front lines defending those networks from hackers and threats. If that's you, then the CCNP security path is definitely your calling. This is where you become the guardian. You'll go deep on firewalls, VPNs, and all the tools and tricks you need to hunt down and stop cyber attacks in their tracks. Then there's the third path, for those of you who want to code the future of networking. That's the CCNP DevNet track. This one is all about automation. Instead of clicking buttons, you'll learn how to use code, things like APIs and Python, to control and manage networks. It's an incredibly valuable skill, and honestly, it's where the whole industry is heading. So really, it boils down to a simple choice. Are you a builder or a defender? The enterprise path makes you an architect, the person who designs and builds these complex systems. The security path makes you the guardian, the security engineer who protects them. It's all about figuring out what you're passionate about and going for it. So after you've mastered your pro-level path, you've reached the final boss, the expert summit. I'm talking about the CCIE. And let me be clear, this is not just another certification. This is the absolute pinnacle of the networking universe. And I am not exaggerating one bit. The CCIE, that's Cisco Certified Internet Network Expert, is legendary. It's famous for being one of the hardest exams in all of IT. And because of that, it commands an incredible amount of respect. Earning this puts you in a very, very small and elite group of experts on a global scale. And here's exactly why it's so tough. It's a two-part beast. First, you've got to pass a super challenging written exam. But that's just the warm-up. The real test, the main event, is a grueling 8-hour hands-on lab exam. For 8 straight hours, you are building and fixing complex networks against the clock. It is the ultimate trial by fire for your skills. Okay, so you've done it. You've completed the quest. You've climbed the mountain. So what's the treasure waiting for you at the top? Let's talk about the awesome careers and, yes, the financial rewards that come with being this much of an expert. Just look at these numbers. This table lays out the money trail perfectly. Even starting out with a CCNA, you're looking at a really strong salary. Move up to the CCNP level, and you're comfortably in the six-figure range. But once you hit CCIE, man, your earning potential just skyrockets into the absolute top tier of the entire IT industry. And this chart just makes it crystal clear, doesn't it? Look at that jump. You go from a great start with a CCNA to a really powerful mid-career salary with the CCNP. And then boom, that incredible leap when you reach the expert CCIE level. If you ever wanted to see what return on investment looks like for your hard work, this is it right here. And we're not talking about just any jobs. These salaries are for some of the most critical and in-demand roles in all of tech. You're not just a technician anymore, you're a network engineer, a security engineer, maybe even an infrastructure architect, the person who actually designs the digital backbone that huge companies rely on every single second of every day. So there you have it. The map is laid out right in front of you. From that foundational first step with the CCNA, through the pro-level specializations, all the way to the expert summit of the CCIE. The path is crystal clear, the rewards are huge, and the skills, well, they couldn't be more in demand. Your quest is waiting. The only question left is, which path are you going to choose?